Hello, class. So, the story that I would like to share with you all is about my first time going out of the US by myself. So, in December, around finals week, I decided to take a trip to Bali for spring break. So, I booked it and I went with a few friends, but we all left individually from different states. So I traveled from LAX to Taiwan, from Taiwan to Indonesia, and it was crazy. It was about 19 hours with 1 2 hour layover. My first time being out of the States alone, and I was so nervous, so scared. Upon arriving to Bali, of course, I exchanged money, and everything was just so different and crazy and fast paced and cheap. Everything was so cheap. A cab ride was about $2 or $3. Um, so I met up with my friends at the airport. From there, we went to the hotel that we were staying, and then we went out exploring to find a place to eat. I didn't expect to find a McDonald's or a Pizza Hut or Starbucks there, but there was, and it was kind of nice to see places that I like from here over there. So it made me feel a little bit better, especially because I'm very picky with food. On the second day that we were there, we got to go and ride the elephants for a few hours, and it was a lot cheaper than I would have expected it to be, and we were there all day. We got to feed them, we got to play with them, we got to ride them, and take a ton of pictures with them. The next day we did water sports, so we went jet skiing, parasailing, and I think parasailing was probably one of my favorite things. It was an amazing view, and it was so hot and so humid that just being in the beach, being in the water just felt amazing. The third day we got to go to a safari and play with baby tigers, take pictures with them, and again, super cheap. Well, I guess a lot cheaper than here. The fourth day we got to go to temples and just kind of know a little bit more about them, and there was baby monkeys everywhere, and it was just such a cool experience. The next few days we kind of just explored, walked around, went to the beaches, relaxed a little bit. Everything was so pretty and so nice, but everything was super cheap. Like, so cheap. Nothing like how it is here. Like, a tank top over there, $2 3. Here it's like $10 15. So I was so surprised to see how different the people live over there. The weather was not the greatest. It was too hot and too humid to the point where walking down the street you would already be drenched in sweat. So that I wasn't too crazy about. Another thing I wasn't too crazy about was that people could smoke anywhere. There was, I don't know if they were kids, but people that looked like children were smoking, and you could smoke inside of restaurants, and the restaurants were kind of divided, like the smoker area and the non-smoker area, but you could still smell the cigarette smoke, and it was just uncomfortable. I also was not crazy about all the insects and the snakes that were around, and just little things like that. But overall, it was such an amazing experience. I would do it again. It was great, but just the weather and the bugs were like my one little thing. But overall, I would definitely recommend Bali as a place to go. It's awesome. The elephants are amazing, and it's definitely a fun place to visit. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little story to Bali. Right.